Dr. Les Linet can discuss school phobia.
Hi. School phobia is a condition in which the child is afraid to go to school. The child often does not describe it as a fear. There's a lot of shame attached because everybody else is going to school, and why are they such big babies? So often they don't, when I say big babies, it's in the child's mind that they feel that they will be considered big babies if they say they're afraid. So they often will give symptoms like stomach aches, headaches, and get out of school that way. But they really, with school phobia, they really are terrified. I had one very bright boy who knew that it was irrational, and he said it was like there was a wizard in the school that could cast an evil spell. I mean, he was just putting into words how real the fear was without trying to explain how dangerous it really was in school. And he wasn't making excuses for why he couldn't be in school. He was just saying he really was afraid, and he couldn't stop the fear. There's often some family history of fears, phobias, anxiety. Panic disorder is not uncommon in one or more parents or relatives of a child who manifests.
What is your approach when there is a school phobia? What can you do?
Well, it's one of the conditions that has a wonderful prognosis. And as with many conditions in psychiatry, there can be medication and there is non-medication. It's important that the child go back to school. So no matter what we do, even if we're using medicine or if we're not using medicine, I do tell the parents that it's important that Johnny go to school tomorrow. No matter what you have to do. If you have to get his aunts and uncles, the National Guard, you have to get him to school. Because the longer he stays out of school, the harder it is to go back. Now, that itself often works. It may, though, not work inside. The sense of fear may not go away. There was an interesting study done using medication, and half the kids were on placebo and half were on medicine. And in the placebo group, after a few weeks, about half the kids were back at school. But when they were asked if they felt better, none of them, in this study, none of them said they felt better. In the medication group, there was a little more than half, maybe 2/3, if I remember correctly, were going back to school. But 100% of them said they felt better on the medicine. It sort of speaks to the problem that anxiety often really is the nervous system itself. If you go to a newborn nursery and then you watch, and say the nurse drops the clipboard and the baby on each side wakes up. One baby is awake for 3 or 4 seconds, falls back asleep, and the other baby for 20 minutes can't settle down. And this is before anybody toilet trained them incorrectly or yelled at them or did anything. They came into the world with different nervous systems. So sometimes medicine is very important because the physical nervous system is, for some people, sending signals inappropriately of danger. I mean, like the boy who used the wizard analogy, he didn't try to explain that there really was danger, that there were bullies there or the teacher was mean. He just was afraid, but his nervous system was telling him. It was sending the signals of danger, but he was able to recognize the...
In New York, it's very important. If a kid will not go to school, parents should at least go to the school, tell them the problem they have, what they're trying to do about it. because truancy in New York City is held almost like a crime. If you're going to get the kid
Yes.
into therapy, they usually work with you. But if you do nothing about it, sometimes kids have been even taken away from parents because of truancy.
And that's correct. It's negligence. So you have to do something about it. Not only is it illegal, but of course it's your child, and you don't want to neglect it.
Thank you very much.